meeting, and on January the 21st, we're just going to continue what we have started on. I am not sure where this confusion is coming from. I believe some people, they enjoy spreading rumors, having something to talk about around the dinner table if they don't have any conversation. I mean, there's so much thing to talk about. This is not one of them. We have never brought up the issue as of changing the dates for election for May 14, 2013. It's not part of it.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, I concur. The idea about changing the dates of the election was to save money. And there's pros and cons in that. After this last election that we just went through on the national level, I mean, we waited for hours and hours and hours, and our issues would be way at the bottom of the ballot. However, I think it's worthwhile that we explore it and we discuss it. At least discuss it. When we close off discussion, when we close off different ideas, folks, we damage democracy. You know, there's nothing wrong with us discussing it. There's no fear. There's no fear in this to change. What did Roosevelt say? The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. You know, there's no fear in change. You know, let's look at it. Let's discuss it. Let's dissect it. Let's throw it out to the public. That's what this is all about. And there was no hidden agenda. There was no. I want everybody to know here tonight. There was no hidden agenda in the Charter Review Board. There were no backroom deals made or anything else. You had a bunch of citizens up there, honest people, doing their level best under the guidance of our city attorney, and we brought it up. And the reason we brought it up is because we brought this up before. The county, if you recall, Scott, the county had requested that we unify our election dates to save money. And to save them money and to save the city money, and that's all it was.
I'll be at your January 14th
Please,
meeting.
please.
Okay.
I'll
No
give you
problem.
my impassioned plea of why I feel we should maintain our
Sure, and I don't have a
uniqueness of
problem with
having a
that.
May election, but I'm glad to hear you agree. You're not coming back to us in January, February, March, or April with a proposal to move the 2013 election.
Can I qualify this? May I just say?
It hasn't been discussed. It hasn't been discussed at that board, but we all know it's been discussed in the public and on radio for the past 2 weeks.
I don't know.
So now that we're
I
here
haven't
tonight,
listened.
with the majority of the board members here, I'm glad to hear they agree. We're having an election in May of 2013.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
That's not. That was in stone. The election in 2000. Yeah, that's in stone.
2013.
I listen to satellite radio, so.
Chief, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Let's address the issues we have.
Listen, Mr. Mayor.
Just one
Mr.
second.
Mayor,
One second,
can
sir.
I, for the longest, you let everybody talk. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh.
I'm not here to defend myself for anything whatsoever, but I just want to make clarifications. I think as a responsible members of the council, I went to the radio when this question was last week, the 18 months extensions. I thought I was making it clear. I went to the radio and I said, there is nothing on the agenda that talk about 18 months extensions. Nothing. If anyone accused the mayor and saying that he asked for 18 months, there is nothing on the agenda that said that. I said, but there is a possibility in section 164. After I sat down with my city attorney and my city manager together, when I questioned them on section 164, and I asked them, is that over? That language is that set? There is no more things, no more and she told me, my city attorney told me, if you guys decided to make a motion to move this thing, to change the date, we don't have nothing to do with it. And what I said on the radio was clear. I said, there is a possibility anyone on the dais can make a motion to move it. Therefore, that's the only things you guys have to be concerned about. And I said it loud and clear. There was nothing on the agenda, and that it was not about any extensions. And the record is on the radio. Anyone can go and ask for the tapes and they can listen to it. And it was clear. And really, tonight I'm not here to defend myself, but I just want to make it clear. As a responsible member of the council, I think it was right for me to go there and make a clarifications. And I said there is nothing, and that's it. That's what I said, and I stand behind that. And I think that's about it. And there is nothing that Councilman Marcellus says fuels rumors, and I don't think I'm this kind of person. I'm a man of principle, and I stand behind every single word that I said. Thank you.
Okay. Councilman Blend?
It won't be on the agenda. It is definitely 3 votes against it.
Okay. Councilman Marcellus, anything else from you?
No.
Vice Mayor?
About what? About the item that's not in the agenda,
Yeah.
or the item that's in the agenda?
No, about your hair that you got done today.
I know. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval of item F.
Okay, has been
Seconded.
made, seconded. Anyone, Mr. City Clerk, roll call?
Councilman Marcellus,
Yes.
Councilman Blend,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Staley,
Yes.
Councilman Galvin,
Yes.
Mayor Pierre.
Yes.
Measure passes 5-0.
Okay, tab G.
Mr. Mayor, I'll move approval of the recommendations from staff, including the addendum from the city manager for the leftover funds from last year.
I
Okay.
second.
Wait, I gotta read. I gotta read it. Into the
Yeah,
record.
can you
sorry.
read
No, that's
it?
fine.
And
A resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the award of fiscal year 2012-2013 community development block grant funds to not-for-profit community-based organizations, providing for an effective date and for all other purposes.
Move approval.
Second.
before I move for approval, just one thing I just want to say quickly. I mean, and I see Benny Trinidad is back there from 99. I know we gave 99 $39,000 in the general budget, and I was wondering if Bernie doesn't mind, we could take that $9,000 and put it toward Russell Life Skill Foundation, which you don't mind, right?
I
Oh,
support.
you do mind. Well, we give you. I mean, we made the concerted effort to give you some money on the budget, and I think we could spread the love around with some of the other organizations, especially. Russell Life Skill Foundation, which is teaching kids, to read at a higher level, and we also have the issue with the youth educational through sports, that is, going through and helping, young kids in the city, which is the Yes Academy. So, that's I think it's fair. To do so. So if any members of the city council has any issue with that,
Yeah, I'd have issue. If we're going to move money from anywhere, NoMi is based in the city of North Miami, a longtime partner of the city of North Miami. I would move money from some of the staff recommendations, like the Barry University increase. Though they're doing work in the community, they're not based in the community directly, based in the city. If we want to move a little over to Russell Life, and acknowledging Mr. Russell, who's in the room this evening, I would just recommend moving the 2,000, the 6,000 from Barry University over to Russell Life and leaving NoMi whole.
okay. The reason why I brought that up, we usually NoMi get most of the fundings through,
CDBG.
CDBG and also the CRA. So I just thought, I'm the one that made the motion to get that $39,000 to NoMi. So I just thought that that they won't mind, moving that $9,000 to some other places to get the fundings for that. So, that's just the way I see it. I think it's appropriate. Barry University, the issues we have in our community with the issue of domestic violence. Which the state attorney office, you really helped out a lot. It was a mega issue with when Janet Reno was the state attorney. She changed the system, which makes it a lot better now to report, make it easier for people to to talk about some of those issues. So to me, I mean, taking Dr. Laura out of the picture where, college students are getting, educational programming about domestic violence, dating violence, regarding relationships. So I don't have any, really, that's what I think, which is fair and appropriate. So, Councilman Blinn?
Well, I prefer to have the money go to the North Miami Foundation for Senior Citizens.
Okay, so you
It's
would
gonna
rather...
be short $186,000 this year.
Okay. Councilman Marcellus?
Yes, I think we probably, if we can take something from 99 or and Barry and give something to youth education through sports, and I think that's probably a good way to go.
Okay. Vice Mayor?
No, Mr. Mayor, I don't have any.
Okay.
Point
So-
of clarification, Mr. Mayor.
So, yes.
Just to Councilman Marcellus, I agree that yes should get money, youth education through soccer. The manager's recommendation is that they get 6,000 of the leftover money from last year. There were a few groups that didn't use all of their money, and so the money carries over, and we can reallocate it to new groups now. Just making sure that you're aware that he's got a cover memo that says yes should get 6,000.
But I think the issue is they requested $10,000 and they only got $6,000. So, do you want to give $5,000 to Russell Life Skills Foundation and $4,000 to Yes Academy?
But that's lessening what Russell is getting. Russell's already slated to get $7,500.
Right. Then he'd get an additional $5,000.
Oh, you're saying increase it. Oh, okay,
increase
okay.
it, right? Okay, and I think
Can you guys make a motion?
Well, I make a motion to take the $9,000 from 99, give $4,000 additional to Yes Academy, which is activities, and the other $5,000 to Russell Life Skills Foundation.
I want to be on the record opposing that.
Okay,
I
you
second
opposing
it.
that motion has been second. Anyone wishes to record or no?
No.
Okay, no. So as amended, I make a motion to approve the 2012-2013 proposal from community-based organizations as amended.
I second
Has been seconded. Anyone wishes to record or no?
No.
Okay, hearing. Okay, motion passed. Citizen forum. Citizen forum. Anyone wishes to speak on any issues before this city council?
It's only 8:35.
It's only
Don't
8:35.
Mr. Mayor,
No, don't do that.
you usually get bad news. I just wanted to compliment a couple of our city employees, namely Eric Tate. He works in sanitation. He's been here a lot of years, and I want to tell you, that guy's a problem solver, and he gets the job done. He really does. And I know you usually get everybody up here complaining and screaming, but you got some good people out there that really work hard and really serve the city. And Keith Miller, another good guy out
Yes.
there. Just to mention two people, and I just want to thank the city manager for his direction with these guys, because I've been in contact with Eric on different issues, sanitation issues and stuff, and this man's on the ball, and he gets the job done. He cuts through the red tape. He's a true problem solver. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Before you guys leave, Ketia Filippo, would you please stand up? I just want to let you guys know that Ketia Filippo is working with the mayor's office as the constituent service coordinator.
Welcome.
Ketia graduated from graduated from college a year ago. She just took the LSAT. She will be going to law school in August 2013. So she's
You shouldn't tell him. He will
you
put it
know,
out there.
she's, the way I see it, that's the future of our community. Ketia is smart, brilliant, highly talented. So she's here getting some experience. Then from there, she'll go to law school, get law school completed in 2.5 years. Then hopefully,
I did it in 2.5 years.
hopefully,
the bar in
take the
In
bar.
2 weeks?
Ace the bar, then come up here and give us a hand. So I truly appreciate that. We got, young folks, getting involved and getting. I mean, I knew you grew up in this community. Went to school here, right down the street. So thank you so much. Okay, all right, Councilman.
Yes, Mayor and Council, I'm here to give a good hand to the city attorney for a job well done under charter. A good tune-ups. Thank you.
She deserves
Okay,
a big hand.
anyone else with any citizen forum? Hearing none. Again, we are moving forward. Any council report from you, Councilman Glenn?
We had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day parade. I'd like to thank all the city employees, all the citizens who came out by the thousands. I especially would like to thank the person who provided us with much candy to help those kids enjoy the parade even more. Thank you so much. I was at an event the other night. It was called We Support Israel. Master of Ceremonies with Norman Brayman, and we had Senator Mark Rubin there. Rubio. 3 congressmen and many other city officials. And I told them that North Miami supports Israel. I'd appreciate you to understand that.
Would you like to have a vote of confidence? I make that motion.
I have a motion that we support Israel.
We do. Anyone wishes to record a no? Hearing none, motion passed.
Right. I'm leaving for Boston tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm on the National League of Cities. I'm on 4 committees, so I'll be busy there. Hopefully I won't have to go out at night because I heard it's 28 degrees. And I wish you all a good shopping. Are we going to meet before Christmas?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
one
wish you
more
a
meeting.
Merry Christmas then.
Meet midway through Hanukkah,
Yes.
Midway, when are we meeting? The 16th of December?
the 11th.
11th.
The 11th of December. All right.
Councilman Gavin?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to echo what Mr. Blinn said about the parade. Outstanding. It seemed longer than it's ever been before. Anybody from Parks here?
Yes. Jeff Geimer.
Great event.
Thank you, Jeff, for the candy.
Thank you for the candy. One thought I have, I'll just share it because I've got an open microphone, is that a lot of these groups that are walking, maybe we encourage them to create their own floats. Back in my day, North Miami High used to have a homecoming parade, and the clubs would get together, we'd get a flatbed truck, and we'd just make a cheesy float. I think we're getting to the point where we've got a lot of groups just walking, which is
Make it
nice.
longer.
We've got groups, but it would be great if there's more floats as opposed to more groups. So it's a thought. If you guys creatively, and you guys are very creative, it was said at the top of this meeting we don't have a Department of PR anymore. Yeah, it's because we call it Parks. If there's a way that you guys can, uniquely get the floats involved, but it was an absolutely outstanding parade. It had a lot of fun. And on a serious note, I add my voice to those that are mourning the death of L.B. McCoy this week. He was a great man. He was a quiet man, but you always knew where he stood, and he was a great friend to this community. I was shocked to hear that he had been sick and didn't tell any of us, but I guess that's how he wanted it. So our sympathies to Betty and to the rest of the McCoy family. Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Mayor.
sure. Vice Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to make it short. I invite everyone to come to the holiday celebration, which will take place on December 9th. It is, in 2 Sunday. It will take place in Kiwanis Park. I don't remember the address, but I know it's on it's on 15th Avenue Northwest, 121st Street. For those of you who attended for the past 7 years, it will take place at the same place. So bring your family members, bring the kids. We'll have a lot of entertainment. Pastor Greg Toussaint, who usually here with us, his church will provide the entertainment. And I will be going to Haiti for tour distribution as well on behalf of the city.
Can I come?
No, Mr. Mayor, you cannot come for the sunshine purposes. Nah, you are welcome anytime. Actually, anyone from the council are invited to go to Haiti with me for Christmas. But I will be leaving on the 13th and come back hopefully before Christmas. The school board is always participate with us collecting a lot of toys. Last year we delivered about 3,000 toys to Haiti. The intention is to do the same this year again. Mr. Pierre help us collecting toys. Anyone in the audience who, Mr. Russell, you are welcome to help us with the toys to deliver to Haiti. We do have FedEx is willing to deliver as many toys that we have. Will deliver to Haiti for us, and I will be there personally to deliver the toys to Haiti. Again, happy holiday, and thanks to Park for the great event that you guys put together. I really enjoy it.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, good night. It's only 8:45, and I really appreciate the fact that I will be home by 9 o'clock.
Yes, definitely be home by 9 o'clock. Just again, this Thursday, light up North Miami. From what I heard around town, the children love that event. So bring your kids out. We're gonna have our own, talented story reader, artist, the manager for North Miami Public Library, Lucia. She's always performing, some kind of activity. So that is scheduled for this Thursday, November 29th at 6 p.m. right there at the Mocha Plaza. So just come out and be part of that, activity. This is Light Up North Miami, and I know Park's gonna light it up. They usually have fireworks, from the top of the building that is owned by Clark Reynolds. So, I'm sure that, we'll have the same kind of activities that we've been having for the last couple of years. Again, Parks and Recreation Department, I'm looking at the pictures, can you imagine? I'm looking at the pictures and look at my computer got frozen on one picture.
I'm sure it's on you, right?
No. Look.
Oh my God.
My picture is frozen on.
It's me. He's being punished.
On Councilman Galvin. Can we?
What you were doing?
So
at the parade throwing.
That's from the parade. Parks again. Thank you again for your hard work. All of the elected officials, Congresswoman, Commissioner. Thank you so much, and all the constituents that attended that wonderful parade.
State rep.
State rep. And kudos to Tuan Russell. He went out, and what kind of desk was he doing out there with the old man? So thank you so much for volunteering with the city of North Miami. Truly appreciate the work that you do for us. Lastly, Hanukkah begins December 8th, 2012. So happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate Hanukkah. Just be part of the activities that we have going on, along with Rabbi Green has an activity going on here in the city. Rabbi Lang has something going on at Temple Beth Marshall, which is on 122nd and 121st Street. So come out and celebrate Hanukkah with the city of North Miami. My condolences again to the family of Vitor Gis. That the city was able to do a key ceremony and presenting him the key to the city, who was a very long-time activist in the Haitian community. He passed away last week on November 19th. He was one of the people that opposed the Miami-Dade County School Board policy that banned undocumented Haitians from attending school, and he was the guy that coined the name Little Haiti, which, I used to live there for a very long time. My condolences to the family, L.B. McCoy, a longtime resident of the city of North Miami. And I just mentioned earlier that, the viewing is on Friday and the funeral is over the weekend. Betty, I think the city has all of the information for them. You can call the city of North Miami to get more information about arrangements that are being made on behalf of the McCoy family. I think we didn't get a chance to hear from Councilman. Excuse me?
We have the arrangements for Vitor Jus.
And we have, that's right, we have the arrangement for Vitor Gis. While we're hearing from Councilman Marcellus, we didn't get a chance to get a report from him. So let's get that. Can you bring it for me, please, Councilman Marcellus?
Yes, and I should thank you to the city manager and to the park and CI coordinator and all the staff members, mayors and council office staff, and for helping out for that great event on the 17th of November. That event was a very successful one. It was a food distribution and a health fair that was organized in collaboration with Haitian diaspora organizations. Let me tell you something. We were able to feed over 2,000 people who were able to get food on that 17, that Saturday, the 17th. And that was possible because of due diligence of the city manager and all the staff. And I say thank you, and thank you to all of you for your great participations for that successful event. Thank you.
Thank you. Lucy, would you give the information for the funeral arrangement for Vitor Gis?
I think she got it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Vitagis based funeral arrangement. The viewing is set for Friday, November 30th, 2012, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's being held at Hadley Davis Funeral Home, 2321 Northwest 62nd Street in Miami, Florida, 33147. Any information that you would need, please call Mrs. Jones, 305-638-5030. And funeral is on Saturday, December 1st at St. Mary's Cathedral from 9 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. at 7525 Northwest 2nd Avenue. That is in Little Haiti. And you may contact Carmen, Sister Carmen, at 305-759-4331. And he is being laid to rest at the Sutton Memorial Park, which is at 15000 West Dixie Highway. That is in North Miami. And basically there's a memorial reception at Legion Hall from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on that Saturday afternoon, 6445 Northeast 7th Avenue. And that is in Little Haiti from 2 to 5. So thank you so much, Lucy, for the information. Just lastly, I know the city is not posting some of the bidding and some of the projects that are going on at Biscayne Lending, but I just want to mention that to the community. The Biscayne Lending project, there's a contract for the landscape maintenance services, and there's a mandatory pre-bid conference that is scheduled for December 6, 2012 at 10 a.m. That is over at the Biscayne Lending site, 15045 Biscayne Lending Boulevard. That's in North Miami at the corner 151st and Biscayne Boulevard. As you know, there's a local preference program. One of the things that I fought for is the community benefits for this project. This project is roughly $1 billion. 10,000 people will be employed temporarily and permanently at that project. And I just want to make sure that any single able body in the city of North Miami should be able to work. And that's what I fought for in this project. And I want to make sure that everyone who live in the city of North Miami can get employment at Biscayne Lending. And the local preference program, which is a local, there's a mandatory and there's an aspiration of 25%. And of course, if you are a business in North Miami, you also get what they call a local business preference by having a business here in the city of North Miami. The landscape maintenance services contract, I think it's roughly a little bit over $150,000, close to $200,000, but you have to be at the mandatory pre-bid conference that is scheduled for December 6, 2012 at 10 a.m. at 151 and Biscayne Boulevard. The second bid that they have, invitation to bid, which is the site security services, which is a mandatory pre-bid conference that is scheduled for December 4th, which is next Tuesday, I believe. December 4th. Next Tuesday at 10 a.m. mandatory pre-bid conference. This is for the site security services. Those of you that are that have a business in the business of providing security. This contract, I think it's roughly about $150,000. And again, the same kind of mandatory requirements for local preferences, local businesses. You get additional points if you're a business here in the city of North Miami. The pre-bid conference is at the Biscayne Lending site, 15045 Biscayne Boulevard. That's in North Miami, at the corner 151st and Biscayne Boulevard. From what I have heard, the project is moving forward. I heard there are contracts that have already been signed. We would hope to see a shovel in the ground in early 2013. But so many, developers, so many people want to be involved, want to be engaged with what's happening. And I would hate to see that members of this community wait at the end of the process, at the later time of the process, to participate. You have to get engaged now. You have to get involved right now. The reason why you see there's a lot of people that are getting contract, able to get better job is because, they are involved, they are engaged, and they call in so and so. How can I be part of it? How can I make this meeting? So I think it's very important for the community to understand that this project is for you. It's for this community, and you have to take part of what's happening. We fought so hard for this community benefits, which is worth about $10 million, and that community benefits that we believe would greatly enhance this community. I want all of you, if you can, to be part of what's happening. So thank you so much.
Mr. Mayor,
yes.
My microphone's on. Sorry, Mr. Mayor. I never got notification about those two bids and the cone of silence. Is the cone of silence in effect on those two bids that are out on Biscayne Landing?
It has nothing to do with the city of North Miami. This is the project itself.
So I can call people related to that bid, or any of us can talk to people related to that bid?
Yes. Yes, it has nothing to do with the city of North Miami.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, we're going to move on. Mr. City Clerk, I know there's a couple vacancy, but, Councilwoman says the Vice Mayor says she needed to be home by 9 o'clock, and it takes her 2.5 minutes to get home.
We have, okay, let's talk about the first board. Mayor, you have a vacancy on the Education Advisory Board. Your appointee, Cheryl Burnett, resigned. We have an application from Dr. Joseph Smith. He's the only one who submitted an application. We have two separate applications for different boards. But one of the options were the Education Advisory Board, in which he was hoping to get appointed on. This is your particular...
I'll appoint him to that, to the Educational Board, which is very important to me. I think, I said this too many times that, once you get your education, there's nothing that you cannot achieve in this great country. And that's what I love about America. Once you get your education, no one can stop you. I mean, you can do whatever you want, pretty much it. And I think it's very important for this city to support. They can never take that away from you. I mean, that's the beauty of it. You could have money that could take money away from you. You could have a house. You could have a beautiful wife. Another better looking man can take away from you. But once you get your education, it can never be taken away from you. So I'll appoint Dr. Smith Joseph to that board.
So you made a motion. Can I have a second to that motion, please?
Second.
Okay. Anyone wishes to record a no? Hearing none, motion carries.
Now we had an additional board available. Cheryl Burnett was also on the charter board. She was an at-large appointee. We have Daniel Calix. He was, he submitted an application, as well as Dr. Joseph Smith. Daniel Calix submitted an application to be part of the charter board.
Okay, there's only one appointment there?
There's only one appointment, the at-large, because Cheryl Burnett resigned.
Okay.
So,
can I have a motion to approve Daniel Calix?
I make a motion to move it.
It's my appointment.
No, it's an at-large, Mayor.
Oh, it's an at-large.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I got a motion. Can I get a second? Okay, that fails. And Dr. Joseph Smith. Can I get a motion to approve Dr. Joseph Smith for the charter board?
I make a motion to approve Dr. Smith to the charter board.
It's Smith Joseph, correct? Are we same?
Dr. Smith Joseph.
Smith
Just
Joseph.
making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Smith Joseph.
Any second?
I think somebody
All right.
seconded and
No,
Didn't you
this
make a
is
motion
for
and
the
seconded?
charter board. The
This was
charter
the
board.
second.
oh.
This was the second.
The second board.
Whose appointment? Whose appointment?
Okay, it's an
It's at
at
large.
Dr. Joseph Smith was just appointed to the
Smith
Education
Joseph.
Advisory Board. We had a charter board available, which was an application submitted by Daniel Calix. You were not here when...
No, but
Okay.
I have a remark. I read about it. I saw the application. Did Dr. Smith actually put this application on? Because I know he was on the CRA board. Then he resigned.
I don't know.
Did he put the?
I just received...
I didn't see his application. I saw Calix's application. I didn't see Dr. Smith's application.
Okay, well, Daniel was the first name we called Dr. Joseph Smith for the Education Advisory Board. Do you want me to call Daniel Calix again?
No, I'm not. You didn't hear my answer. You didn't hear my question.
My assumption is yes, Dr. Joseph Smith submitted...
I don't have the reason that I asked is because that I didn't see his application, but I saw Daniel Calix's application, and I'm saying that did Dr. Smith actually put an application, or did he request for the appointment?
He submitted an application. For
Okay, that was my question because I don't have it with me.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you want me to call
I'm not asking you to do anything else, but just answer my question. You did, and I'm done.
Okay. All right.
So I make a
What?
motion to appoint Dr. Smith to the Charter Review Board.
I second it.
Has been second. Anyone wishes to record a no?
No.
Motion passed.
Motion passed 3-2. That's the first. And the second is it's just a special comment regarding the office of the city clerk. It's going to take me 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yes.
Too long.
4 minutes. Since being elected, since 2011, we've made a lot of changes to the office of the clerk. We've put our council meetings online. We've updated our ordinances. We've allowed our resolutions to be placed online. We've completely digitized that entire office. We also extended our passport services, and now we're having record-breaking individuals from both the Caribbean American community and the regular American community coming and getting their passports done right here in the office of the city clerk. In fact, the United States Postal Services, they have our flyers there, and they're recommending that people come here to get their passports done. In addition to that, we also provide free notary services to members of the public. It was brought to my attention, and I noticed a couple of charter board members right here. It was brought to my attention that the office of the city attorney had recommended that the clerk position is no longer an elected position, but an appointed position beginning 2015. I find that as an assault to our department. I definitely wasn't consulted before that recommendation was made, and I'm going to explain to the community. It is very important when the community decides and they get to pick and choose who their city clerk is. You shouldn't leave that up to the council members. The city clerk office should always be an independent office. If you don't like the job that your current city clerk is doing, you can always vote him out or vote her out. But the North Miami office of the city clerk, the city of Jacksonville, and 2-3 other cities throughout the state of Florida understands the importance of leaving the choice up to the people. You decide who you want to be in charge of your public records. You decide who you want to be in charge of your elections. And any person or elected official or appointed official who thinks that I'm going to sit around and allow my department to be taken over by whoever wants to take it over, the plan this go, I'm sitting out this election because I'm not on the ballot. But if I have to put my boots on and fight the good fight and not sit out this election, I will do that to defend the office of the city clerk. So I think North Miami residents who are proud that you get to choose your city clerk, you can vote me out when you want, you can keep me if you want, but do not let any office, not the attorney's office or anyone else, convince you that it is a good idea to leave it up to the council members to decide who your clerks is. So appreciate that office. We've been doing a phenomenal job, and I hope that we can continue doing I'm not going to be clerk forever, but our future clerk, I'm sure, will carry on the same baton. Thank you. That's it. That's all, Mayor and Council.
That was
Thank
2
you.
minutes.
Yeah. Any reports, City Attorney?
None, thank you.
Okay.
Miss-
City Manager?
Mr. Mayor, just before the city manager, I received a note from one of the constituents, didn't have a chance to speak, since we're changing things in the charter, and she was waiting for us, for the city attorney's office or the charter board review, to say a word about the personnel board. The note stated that in 1940s, they're called the personnel board that the city called. It was personnel board. Over the years, it changed to HR. It changed again to people management. It changed again to human capital. Right now, currently, it's called talent management. And the city of North Miami still stay with personnel, which is from the 1940s. So we need to take a look at it and think about it, or at least change it to the current name. Thank you. You want me to pass it on along, or you know about it? Or you got it when
Mr. Manager, any reports from you?
No, Mayor and Council.
No report, man. Can I get a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay.
Adjourn.
Good night. Thank you so much.
That was